when we last left off, our intrepid heroes entered the ancient elven village of Torhenna and encountered several spoopy ghosts that were bumping up on all the walls. They tried to leave the city in peace to avoid the ghostly scourge coming from the church, but that didn't work out so well, and there ended up being a fight. Luckily, one that did not result in any serious injuries. So, the party escaped the village, camped out for the night, and found that once dawn came, the church bells came to an end abruptly, and all the undead disappeared. Putting two and two together, our intrepid heroes entered the town and made their way to the church. There they encountered more spoopy ghosts, a spoopy ghost cleric, destroyed the bell, and acquired their first magic item. An iron crown that gives some additional spell power and the cure wounds and inflict wounds spell once per day.
I don't remember that part.
You were kind of gone for that part. You left like right before it. But yeah, now I wear a crown now and I have those inflict and cure wounds. Well, one of the two per day.
Yes, you can choose one of those two spells to cast each day for free.
Also, I made a discovery right before, so we might just sing.
It's true, actually. You could have, in fact, rolled another 2 wargs for your discovery. Oh no. No, you're going to be fine. It's all going to be okay.
I don't believe you.
There's probably bandits.
Rolled another 3 trees.
It's 3 trees this time. Because I'm done running this game, so fuck all y'all. Die.
Alright. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
I wonder how trees like inflict wounds.
I mean, it does do necrotic damage, which is pretty decent against plant critters.
Yeah, exactly.
Right up until it's a tree possessed by a fucking necrotic ooze. Stray.
Yeah, I like that. I
tree.
like that monster. That was a fun monster.
Zomb tree.
Som tree. Alright. However, yes, we did roll a discovery at the end of the session. Your extremely potent ranger went out searching the town, as did all of you while you were enjoying a couple days of downtime here in this nice bit of now rendered safe civilization. Oh yes, Sif still has a boon attached to her. Lucille and Aelin, once you guys have taken a long rest, your banes have gone away. But Sif's boon endures.
Good. I'm sure I probably won't roll another nat one when I pray when we begin to leave the town. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Probably. But first, Aelin has gone out and led you guys a little bit south of the town, just past the walls, where you find a clearing in the tree line, and there, a beautiful statue, one of pristine marble that seems to have utterly weathered the test of ages. It depicts a woman, elfin in feature and figure, with long pointed ears and flowing hair, girded in armor, and with a spear in one hand and her other on a sword at her belt. And you immediately notice that there is a strange artifact on her belt as well. It takes a moment before Z, you recognize it to be a unicorn's horn. It's part of the statue. You haven't just discovered a unicorn's horn in the flesh, but whoever this was clearly was potent and well respected amongst the Fae to have such a priceless artifact in her life. And growing around the statue, you see that there are a bevy of plants, as if this place is a boon to all life. And herbs and stalks grow freely here. Hoff, you made the discovery. Would you roll me a 3d4?
4, 3, and 1.
Nice. Alright. You discover some herbs. 4 emerald sages, which can help you restore hit points. 3 dark moon stalks, which can help you recover expended spell slots. And a single stalk of Gildan Crest, which can be used to gain inspiration. A d8.
That's some good stuff.
Oh,
The herb is dank.
Does somebody want to edit party loot for those, or should I do it?
Oh, I don't care about it. I don't like editing the party loot because every time I do, someone else is already there, so I don't anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking beforehand, like, if someone's already in it or not.
Go ahead.
Okay. Edit. Let's see here. Put it under treasure. So you said 4 emerald sages?
Mm-hmm. 4 emerald sage, 3 dark moon stalks, and 1 Gildan Crest.
Okay.
And yeah, you are able to harvest that with surprising ease. No rolls required or anything.
Alright. I have those on the treasure list then.
Alright. So, having spent a couple days in town, recovering from your exhaustion, and now with a satchel full of herbs at your disposal, what would you like to do, Partey?
patois.
Well, there is that whole entire temple in the lake that we were originally sent for.
Did
You could try
we?
it.
I don't remember. Did we already? Did we already explore this place to the fullest?
Yes, we did. Oh,
Okay.
by the way, Saban, we found him like a weird dress the other time. Is that magical or not?
No.
Just pretty dress?
It is just an extremely pretty, what one might call a masterwork dress.
Ooh, good.
Would probably
Oh.
sell for about 300 silver pieces in town somewhere.
That's
Master
nice.
dress.
That's nice about selling, but it's gonna stay in my backpack so that it doesn't get damaged while I adventure.
Back.
Forward to adventure.
Yes. Vaughn was the one who discovered this lake city, I believe, wasn't it? What can you tell us about it?
Hard to say. I saw the outline of a building through the waterfall. Like it was hidden by something, but the lake moved. Or the river did. There was some sort of song coming from the place. Thought it was the water at first, but not so sure anymore. He waves his sword arm towards the church full of undead.
Everyone here in the south sure likes their singing.
I mean, could it be like a siren song, I guess? I don't know. I mean, there's old legends about like those type of things happening.
So
No, that's
Norman will
let's see.
consider that for a moment and say, probably harpies. I don't have a lot of the singing type around here, but they're dangerous when they do show up. Most of our harpies here in the Charwood are moth types, but yeah, sometimes the singers will come up from the south.
Hmm. Savin, is there like some like rubble, not like rubble, but like scavenger in the town that we can like make makeshift earmuffs for out of?
No, we need to take a page out of the history books. Where is the nearest beehive?
Yeah, they'd be happy to exchange some beeswax in exchange for some egg incubation space.
Exactly. Where are the justice bees? Surely they've spread this far by now.
To answer Angel's question, yeah, you guys could try and rig up earmuffs from just the shit scattered around town. There's old bedding and stuff lying around still, and you have access to all the nature around here.
Yeah,
It probably
let-
won't be enough to make you immune to the song, but it could grant you advantage if you remember to put them on in time.
yeah. I'd like to do that so we have at least something against the song. Seems like a good precaution.
Sounds good.
You just have to sing better than them. Make them jealous. They won't be able to keep it up.
Hmm. I've never been much one for singing, really.
Clearly, you're a rapper.
But it does sound like that's our destination then. Any
Alright.
objections?
Nope.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go.
No, no.
All right then. I guess we'll make it around our way around there. I'll just have my makeshift earmuffs around my neck just in case like I start hearing singing.
Sounds good. Vorin will wish you all the best of luck, but he's gonna head back to the camp where it's a little bit safer. So, would you guys care to make some journey rolls and plan out your path to this place? You're pretty sure it's somewhere in this hex.
So
Well, clearly, guys, the quickest way between 2 points is a straight line. Yeah, right through the dark forest.
yeah, like this, right?
As
'Cause it's
much as
about-
I know this woods, I'd rather follow the path and then just go along the river.
Let's
see,
just
when I go,
follow
like,
this and then follow the river down.
Like this and then down the river.
Yeah, we'll get some barrels. We'll jump in it. Tolkien will be proud of us.
So is what we're thinking,
Maybe
guys.
we'll run into some piranhas.
So looks good.
Okay.
Okay, so figure out who's going to be in which role and go ahead and make your rolls. I'll try not to rush you this time.
I
Okay, let's see
forget.
here.
I forget which I helped with.
All right. So who wants to be the scout? This is the
I
one
can
that
do
does
that.
like stealth, perception, athletics, or like cartographer.
Yep. I can do that.
I have perception, insight, history, and athletics trained.
Before
I
we
have
decide,
plus
before-
7 to step.
before we decide that as well, we also have a navigator. So does anyone have like nature, vehicles, or navigator's tools?
Half?
No, that's my last character.
You mean a ranger doesn't have survival?
Oh yeah, survival I do have, but that's provisional, I
Provisional.
believe.
Yeah, navigator's only those three: nature, vehicles, or navigator's tools. Because this is the one that fucks us over the most. Like, we need to figure out this one first before, like, the other two.
Like
I
nature,
mean,
what?
I have
Or
I have a what? I have a 2 in nature. Given
Anyone
that
got
I
it?
have 14 intelligence.
Anyone have anything higher?
Is anyone gonna help me?
I will assist you since I don't really have anything for the other ones.
Okay.
And
13. Yay. I help.
grail.
Oh boy, another
Okay.
discovery.
Oh boy. Oh good, you actually succeeded at making food for once.
Heck yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
food.
so it looks like this one's going to go off relatively without a hitch. So let's see. Let me pop open the old documento here. Doo-doo-doo. So the 23 is the provisioner. If anyone gets a rank of exhaustion during this journey, then you will recover from one at the end. And as a navigator, takes a little less time to get there, and you get a discovery. Let's go ahead and roll
That wasn't the navigator. That was the scout.
Oh, whoops.
Which I
can
still
roll.
think makes a discovery.
Yes, it's still a discovery, but instead, you ignore any difficult terrain penalties, which is good because you're like half of your journey is through the forest.
Yeah.
So no slowdown for you. Do. Would Guardy, would you roll me a d20?
Damn.
How delightfully average. Alright, would you roll me 1d3 plus 1, please? Man, I want a government-subsidized double cheeseburger. What the fuck?
Right?
Okay. So, around here, you guys, now that you've seen some of these rare herbs in person, you are kind of on the lookout for them and indeed find some more growing on what might have once been an old gazebo, like half made of stone and half of wood. There are a number of green vines crawling all up in them, and you are able to harvest 3 more emerald sage.
Ooh, 3 more.
Ooh.
I will go ahead and add that to the sheet. Okay, edit. We are up to 7 emerald sages.
Nice. That's quite a bit of potential healing.
Yeah, it's hit dice that we don't have to spend.
Do any of you have proficiency with an herbalism kit by any chance?
Alien does.
Well, if you want to, then during any short rest, you can convert an emerald sage into a potion of healing. Just make a note in chat if and when you would like to do so.
Alright.
I also have herbalism, so
Then you too can make potions of healing, or and potion of heroism. So, that said, however, as you are meandering through the woods, you come across something that was not on your map. There is a fork in the road. Much unexpected.
I pick up the fork. Is it made of silver?
Yes, it is in fact a silver fork left pricked down into the road like it fell out of someone's pocket.
Now, how cursed am I?
Extremely. You can never orgasm again.
No!
Oh
that's,
no.
That's
I was
the worst
expecting
curse.
a spork joke.
You can never spoon anyone, neither big nor little.
Oh, no.
No. Wait, that just means I get to be the little spoon forever.
No,
No,
you
neither
neither.
big.
Neither big or little. Cursed.
Cursed.
Curse.
Honestly, that's kind of worse than no orgasms.
Yeah, it is.
Like, you don't even get platonic affection.
Brutal. So, as you approach this fork in the road, you all hear some rustling from amongst a group of rocks and trees that are sort of overhanging the road. Because some people did a bad on their stealth checks.
No, we did great.
Now, you did fine.
Yeah, we
It's
did
them that did bad.
good. I like that name. Prestidigitator.
Yeah, the most major of the minor prestidigitators. So yeah, you hear...
Mother.
Good job. You edged it.
It's probably fine.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just go and play video games for the next hour.
Yeah,
No.
there you go.
Yeah, go play like a gotcha game on your phone. Join the fake Grand Order.
I don't even know what
Gotcha.
gacha games are.
What a nerd, not knowing how to shovel money into your cell phone.
Yeah, oh, that's what I thought that meant. Gotcha as in they gotcha.
Yeah,
They take
it-
all your
Oh, it
money.
does.
That is literally
Yes,
what
Okay.
it is.
It's
Okay, so I was correct. Fuck those games. I'm not paying money after I already bought a game.
Yeah.
I say as I look lustfully over at the expansion packs for BattleTech.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. These are some prepared. Well, some of them were prepared.
The mage will need you to come closer before she casts her spells. So yeah, there is a ruffle and a shuffle from behind these rocks, and then a couple of hooded, masked humanoids. You can't quite tell their race from this distance with the hoods up. Step out from behind the rocks. They have hand axes and like light crossbows slung, and one of them yells at you, "Stand and deliver! Drop your weapons and your coin!"
How about you fuck off?
The individual...
Wait, are they talking to us or the scout?
They're talking to you. The scout appears to be
Okay.
one of them.
Oh.
So there's a sneer from the one that spoke, and he says,
In the midst.
"Well, we'll let you fuck off once we've had our way with your belongings. If you want to make this hard, we'll make it hard."
How about, like, we have our way with you?
Yeah,
"Don't
give us your
threaten me with a
belongings.
good time." He pulls his axe off of his belt. Alright, into combat we go. Do. Outlaws. Alright, so...
No,
one-
Lucille.
No, let the owls go first. Let them come closer to me. I can't beat their ass if they don't walk up closer.
It's true.
They're just gonna arrow us to death. Oh no, they're not. They're stupid.
They have axes
Ah, they're gonna ask us questions. Got it.
and a prestidigitator.
Yeah. So
Good, you can
these
clean all the blood
guys
off of us.
are all going to kind of get in position behind these rocks here and ready up with their axes. Lucille, you're welcome to go.
All right, perfect. So let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Hi, buddy.
Alright, so as soon as you get, like, here-ish, they're just going to hurl their axes at you.
They're the hatchet gang from Kung Fu Hustle.
Take a chunk of damage.
Yeah, that is 12. Ow.
Muy stabiente.
and then I'm gonna slice him with mine.
All right.
And then I'm gonna second wind because ow. Let me just update my second wind macro because I realized I didn't do that.
We get more second wind.
All right.
Yeah, because we got to second level.
What does that mean?
It means
Second
the amount it heals goes up by
Yeah.
1.
Instead of 1d10 plus 1, it's
Oh.
1d10 plus 2.
Okay. Does it
Oh.
automatically upgrade? Because I just have second wind button.
No,
No,
you
you
need
just-
to go in and edit the
Yeah.
macro.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 hand axes come whirling at you. You deflect one, a couple of them bury into your armor, then you slice this guy across the chest. The scout. Well, I mean, if you're gonna kind of come over and make it easy on her.
Coming right at me.
Well, right at Lucille, actually. Pew and pew.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Right.
Lucille is felled by the bevy of attacks.
I don't. I can't. Why can't I? I can't even click second wind anymore.
The leader of the outlaws gestures with his axe towards her body as she slumps down onto the ground in a pool of her own blood and says, "You sure you don't want to reconsider?"
How's this for an answer? She says as she hunter's marks the one with the axe near Lucille and then shoots him.
Okay. Just FYI, he's kind of got that rock in the way, so he'll get a +2 AC bonus.
I'm
Not
sure
that
one
fucking
is fine.
helped. All right, yeah, you go ahead and roll the extra damage just to see if you actually kill him.
12 damage.
All right, not quite, but he does definitely go down. So, he
Talk shit,
crumples.
get hit.
Yeah, the outlaw who was talking just kind of looks over and grumbles. And then to make this hard. Z.
1 for 1.
Alright. Flutter over, go down to like 5 foot above the ground. Just poke more range and poke Lucille with a hit point.
All right.
Yay. Hello, exhaustion, my old friend.
Like, seriously, guys. You just sit down. I'd love to have my way with you. But no. You have to demand money and food and murder.
Oh, we aren't interested in murder, but we can call it foreplay if you want.
Well, if you wouldn't shoot her full of holes, maybe.
Murder is foreplay? You guys are nasty.
All right, Puka, you're up.
Scramble, scramble. I will shoot at the prestidigitator door.
All right, sounds good. Oof. That's a big hurt.
Ka-chow. Kerblam.
She staggers back with a big old arrow out of her side.
And then I will
Ow.
hide behind this rock.
Sounds good.
Rock monster. Do do.
Norman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is gonna come up here. Actually, it'll probably be like here. And shoot his heavy crossbow at a bandit. Boom. That's enough to hit and take off about half his health. The prestidigitator. I'll tell you that
Does
that's extremely rude. So, yeah, she's gonna cast a Spelly Boy So she's going to cast a magic missile. First is going to be at Lucille. Good night. The next two will be at Z.
Come on, Savy, give me a break.
Never. Alright, Z,
Oh,
take
God.
5 damage as a pair of bolts of force slam into you. And then she's going to go back behind here and chug on a potion. Sif.
Done.
Alright. Sounds good. Well, I guess the outlaw in contact with you is going to attack you. Whap.
No.
No. The other outlaw is going to try and throw an axe. 1, 2.
At me.
No, at Z to try and drop her.
No, but me.
No. Get back in cover, buddy. Alright, and the one on the ground gets to make it a save.
He comes up with 1 hit point.
A winner is him! Alright. Yeah, I think he's just going to come over here and he's going to ready an action and say, seriously, drop your weapons. This doesn't need to get any more bloody than it is. Lucille, make a death save.
How about fuck you? Because I know if I get up, I'm just gonna go back down because he has a ready action to attack me.
I mean, that might not be the trigger.
Oh,
Oof.
fuck you.
Oof. Alright, Scout is going to edge closer and also ready in action. And reiterate the drop your weapons thing. Aelin, what would you like to do?
Aelin is also going to ready in action
What?
to pop a hole into this boy if Z manages to get Lucille back up.
Why don't
Okay.
You just shoot this guy. He
Because
has
then the
1
scout
HP.
shoots you. Or shoots Lucille.
Also, he also has a ready action, so
A ready action to down Lucille.
Yeah, you say that's what his ready to action is.
Ready
Yeah,
action to finish off Lucille.
Yeah.
that's what I'm worried about.
So yeah, the Scout will kind of aim her bow at Aelin and just like, don't get any closer, just put your weapons down. We can work this out like civilized folk.
Says the thief.
Well, what kind of civilization doesn't have its bandits?
The penalty
So-
for banditry is death.
Z. There's a downed Lucille next to you. She's bleeding out quite quickly. But there's also a dude with a literal headsman's axe ready to put her down. He's looking at you like, don't you do it. Don't you do it, bitch. What are you going to do?
Hmm. Hmm. Like, unless I help her, she just dies, and that whole threat kinda meaningless. Sure, you can cut the head off her corpse, but it's a corpse either way, so
The bandit will look at you and say, you can bandage your wounds, but none of that magic now. I saw what you did a moment ago.
that's literally all I know how to do.
El Shruggo.
Alright.
Because kobolds aren't a race guard, you have to open up save and sing.
No, they actually are a race.
Yeah, they are.
In
Yes.
Volos.
Ah.
There you go, Garda. Put it back in chat.
So,
I
I
swear,
guess-
not one.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna flutter down, act like I'm bandaging her, and then give her like fucking 9 points of lay on hands. So can I do like a deception roll to
Yes, you
conceal
can.
it?
You can indeed do a deception check. And let's see if Outlaw Bro sees through it.
Does anyone happen to have any inspiration I can use here?
Yeah, feel free to use inspiration.
Thank you.
Alright, so there's 2 people with ready to actions. 1 outlaw, so we'll do him, and then the scout also has a ready, so we'll give her a shot. Okay, neither of them realize that you're casting a spell, or rather using lay on hands. They think you are indeed bandaging Lucille.
Alright, so that means
You also need
my ready
to.
action goes off.
You also need to make
Okay,
a
oh boy.
insight check.
I'm smart.
You might be smart, but you're not very insightful. It looks like Z is complying with their demands. If anyone else wants to, they can do so as a free action on their turn. Puka. Looks like Z is complying.
I will ready an action to shoot at this.
Okay. Norman. Alright, dude. Hey, you actually have the insight skill. Wow, I'm amazed. Oh, okay. Norman's gonna, like, real slowly put his weapon down. Like, look, we can get the money back later. If you'll just agree to leave us our weapons, just put them somewhere. Somewhere close by. We don't need to get anyone killed over this, right? The prestidigitator is gonna ready in action. Her fingers dance and the tips begin to glow as a trio of force darts appear over her head. Yeah, this is indeed a Mexican standoff. Sif. You have no idea Z is doing anything but complying.
Well, I'm not going to drop my weapons or my shield.
Okay, well.
I will ready an action to kill the person in front of me. You know, the classic shield up, sword laid across the top.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the remaining outlaws will, all 3 of them ready actions. They've got their hand axes braced and ready to go. Lucille.
Stab him in the dick.
I don't want to, because if I do, then all these ready to action will go off and they'll attack me.
That's,
I don't even know what those ready actions are for.
Remember, you're prone. They have disadvantage.
In range. In melee, the guy has advantage. But yes, you are currently prone.
Oh, the guy who's like going for her, would he even be? Is there some kind of like surprise? that she can
Yeah,
get?
I would let you roll like an opposed dexterity check to see which of you gets to go first.
Also, literally, someone has to fucking move, otherwise we're going to stand here until the cows come.
Yeah, well, look what happened last time I moved.
Well, then, cycle around on my turn, I'll stab this guy in the
I
face.
believe-
Do something or do nothing.
Alright. Lucille, do you want to attack or play dead?
What I'd like to do. Oh, thinking about this.
Or
She
scoot
just-
behind the rock under
Or,
under Z?
or, wait, could you disengage? Or roll a stealth check to flash us all the okay sign.
I mean, originally I was thinking here, I could try and take the dodge action and get out of dodge, because that would make all the attacks have disadvantage.
I mean,
Just
they
like-
already do, except for the guy next to you.
Yeah, but if I have to get out, well, actually, I can't even move anywhere because my speed is halved.
Disengage behind the rock and under Z.
Okay, I'm thinking here. I could cure wounds and strike the dude in the dick.
What? Wait, no. Cure
No,
Wounds
you
is an
can't.
action.
No,
Yeah,
And-
but guess
no,
what?
that's only if you take the attack action that you can take a bonus action attack.
What? Wait, I can't.
Oh yeah, you have action surge. That's
Wait,
true.
hold on. I can't just use a bonus action to do like the one melee attack.
No, you have to.
No.
You can only 2-weapon fight when you take the attack action.
I thought you could
No.
do like that. Oh fuck.
You do have action surge, though.
I do. But
Searching with energy.
actually, hold on here. Let me just count something out here.
I
One,
mean,
two-
you have already used, like, your second wind, right?
Yes.
Do you have, like, a potion?
No.
Do you have some of those magic jade leaves?
Those only work for a short rest.
Yeah, you gotta put those in a pipe and smoke them, unless you've already made them into a potion.
Okay, so Sav and I have a quick question for movement.
Mm-hmm.
With exhaustion, my speed is already halved.
Uh-huh.
If I get up and bring prone, am I down to like 5 feet?
Basically, yes. So you had to have 15 feet. You divide that by 2, so that's 7. Then you round that down to the nearest 5 foot. So yeah, you'd be at 5 feet of movement. Now we'll show you a mercy and say if you move into like one of these two squares, you can just like free action fall down the ledge and just roll into the ditch there.
Okay, if I went down to the ditch, would I have cover from like the range stuff?
Yes, you would have a +2 AC bonus.
All
It's a
right.
short ditch.
I will cure wounds myself and roll into the ditch.
Okay, so as soon as you take an action, all these guys' ready actions go off. So the guy next to you is going to try and CDG you, but turns out you're not dead, so he can't. But he will attack you with advantage because you're prone.
But you know what? It goes off at the same time, so I'm doing cure wounds at the same time. So if he does damage, I'm doing it
It
back.
doesn't matter because he
Doesn't
doesn't do.
matter.
Yeah, you
Fuck
missed.
you.
Okay,
Fuck you, cure wounds.
so everyone else's ready action, I'm going to say, just goes off simultaneously. So if anybody else goes down, you'll still get your actions off. So I'm just going to resolve these nerds as a lump sum. So yeah, Lucille cure wounds herself, dodges into a ditch. This guy, yeah, takes his attack, then just gets shot in the head. But a negative, all right, doing 12. Yeah, he dies. He just straight up dies. So this is escalated now. The guy next to Sif no longer really has a target, so he's gonna strike at Sif. Whap. So too will this guy from like, yeah, he can just throw an axe from where he is. Whap. Nope,
Just
miss.
smack them all aside with my shield.
All right, Z, you're gonna take a couple of shots from the scout. Phew, phew. Nope. All right, these red
Puka
actions
shoots the scout.
did not go so well. All right, Puka shoots the scout. Okay, that's definitely a hit. Blam. The Prestidigitator is going to shoot. I don't think she's going to have a shot at Lucille, so let's just go 3d2 to see where these missiles go. All right, 2 at Z, 1 at Lucille. Bang. Wow.
Oof.
And this one at Lucille.
Nice
Wow,
try.
that is the worst magic missile I've ever seen.
Nice
What?
try, Prestidigitator.
Can she even see me?
Yes, you have cover, not like full concealment.
Hit a short ditch.
Yeah, it's a small ditch.
So I take 6.
No, you take 2. And
Like a
Z
road
takes
bump.
4. And that's all of them, so... Z, did you have a ready action of him? I don't...
No, I
think so,
had
okay.
to use my action to fucking
Okay.
save Lucille from bleeding out.
Alright,
I'm
so
sorry.
Sif is the last one.
Sif had it ready to action.
Yep, that is just enough to hit, so this guy gets knocked out. Bleh. Alright. So the scout. She's gonna take a step out here. And let's go ahead and double tap Z, I guess. Pew, pew.
Oh, well.
10.
Oof.
You can do it, see.
I can. This is my hit point. There are many like it, but this one is mine.
It's true. Yeah, I think... Yeah, she's probably safest here. Alright, Aelin, you're up.
She is going to move next to Z. Is an action to hand over an item? Or just a...
Yeah, it's an
regular
action if you want to use the item on them, like, say, feed a potion. Otherwise, it's just like a bonus action, just give something to somebody.
Yeah, she's just gonna quickly hand over the potion and say, like, just fall back and use this, and then use her bow to hit the Wizard McGee.
Okay.
Presuming 12 misses.
Sure.
No, that's a hit, and it drops her down to as many hit points as Z has.
Ho, ho.
And that's her turn.
Alright, Z, you're up.
Alright, so... Flutter up here. Finally actually draw a weapon and point my hand crossbow at the prestidigitator. So, like... This sucked for both of us. Like, both our groups. How about... we call it here? We do what we can to help, you're injured, and we just walk away.
Make either a persuade or intimidate test. Alright, let's see. Scout, you're the leader here, so let's see what you think about that. No.
The new leader.
They think they can still at least get one of you down into a similar position, so not gonna. Yeah, also that guy's dead, so they're kind of angry at you. So yeah. No,
Does that use my action?
no, it does not.
Then, if there is no, well, I've been handed like a healing potion, so it's a bonus to take that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and I suppose I should make like an insight check to see, if they're gonna, well, yeah, if they're gonna listen to what I say.
Sure, make an insight check. Alright, Scout, let's see what you got. Alright. No, you don't think they're listening to reason at this point. You just killed their friend.
And, is a 12 enough to, like, tell it's Scout in charge?
Yeah, I think so. You can figure that one out.
So yeah, just gonna
The outlaw
spin
guy.
and shoot my little bolt.
Alright, so you're shooting at the scout now? It doesn't matter. You pull the trigger, and you just hear a clunk as the string goes forward, and the arrow just like gets sheared in half. Ooh.
Gotta look out for those.
So Puka.
In that case, I'm going to hopefully, knock on wood, finish off the prestidigitator.
Mm-hmm.
And do 12 hit.
A 12 do hit.
Alright, and then another. Oh, I'm gonna assume that doesn't hit outlaw over there. This bad boy.
No.
Oof. Well, prestidigitate it, and then hide behind the rock.
Alright. Norman just kind of looks around bewildered. What the fuck? He grabs his axe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if he can finish this guy off. Whomp. Strikes, but does not fell.
Swing.
Prestidigitator, death save.
Really?
Guten Tag, mein Freund. She
Rip C again.
gasps, reaches up a hand, and let's go ahead and put 2 missiles into Z and 1 into Aelin.
Does she still have a missile slot left?
Yeah, this is her last one.
Tree slats.
And 3 damage to Aelin. And then she's going to spend half of her move to stand up, and then... Actually, no, she's not going to stand up. She's just going to crawl over behind this rock here. I'm very badly hurt. Sif. You just heard a paladin go down.
The penalty for banditry is death. And I will use my actions.
Alright, who are you attacking, by the way?
The scout.
Okay. Well, those both miss, so she brings her bow up and parries your sword twice. Alright. Outlaw. He is gonna strike you in the back, I guess.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, he's not. Alright. Outlaw on the ground is gonna make a death save. Let's see if I can go 3 for 3, guys. Oh, no. Lucille.
Okay, let's see what I even have. Do I even have anything? I guess I will sit up against the back of the little cover here. There's nothing I can really contribute to this fight. Wrap my arms around my knees, have a little bit of a cry.
You can shoot this guy.
You're very badly hurt.
I can't really. He's kind of behind a big boulder.
He'll have cover, but he's
He'll
not
have cover,
like
but you
immune.
can still
Yeah,
shoot him.
That line goes right around the bolt.
I guess I can try
Just,
and longbow him.
Actually, yeah,
Just
you're
get
right.
a fort. Yeah. Just get a 12.
Only issue is if you crit fail, it'll probably pierce Norman's ass.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. He's got lots of hit points.
Norman has full HP.
I'm sure it's
He's
fine.
been used as a practice target before.
Fuck you.
Oh my god. Alright, well, an 18 hits Norman, so yeah, he does in fact get shot directly in the ass. Ah, fuck! And
You know what?
crumples.
Wasn't
I'm
me
just
this
gonna-
time.
I'm just gonna stand over here. I'm gonna go back against the rock. I'm gonna cry more because I'm terrible at this.
Try not to cry. Cry a lot. Alright, the scout is going to howl in fury and fall upon Sif with a pair of short swords she draws from her belt. So, whap, whap. Does a 17 hit you?
No, I have 18
Oof.
AC.
Alright, so you guys have parried all of each other's attacks. Let's
It's like
see.
an anime fight over there.
Yeah, I think that's all
Swords
she's gonna,
whooshing all around.
that's all she's gonna do. Aelin.
Okay, first she's gonna take a shot at the outlaw after marking him.
Okay.
No, it's how I feel all the time. Look at fucking Hoff.
Alright, yeah, that
Hoff
That
is
drops him, but
responsible
does
for
not kill him.
everything.
he crumples.
And then she's gonna move up closer towards C.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's her
Z.
turn.
Death save. Alright, it's a pass.
Be honest, I was half expecting I would also guess 20. After all of after every fucking death save this entire fight had been.
Yeah, no.
Alright.
Saban took all the 20s
Wait,
from
no,
Steven and
that's
gave us
not,
like the whole numbers.
Lucille rolled a 1 on the death save.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, it's been 20s or 1, so it could have gone either way for you.
But yeah, chat, I thought about using protection to shield Norman from being shot in the ass, but I know that natural ones need to be punished somehow, and it's really funny, and Saban wouldn't have allowed me to do it.
Also,
I guarantee.
the attack already, imposing
Yeah.
disadvantage wouldn't help if the disadvantage is already a 1.
Yeah,
So yeah, Puka, you're up.
We will
Oh no.
come up
Pack
and
tactics.
Oh no.
on this.
Oh,
and
no.
booty stab her. We'll go right up the butt.
How? Someone total that damage up for me, please. I think you might have just executed her.
I think that's 27.
That's
Yeah,
15.
27.
Oh, 27.
All right.
I forgot.
Yeah, you
Zoom.
shove your rapier right through the back of her head, and it comes out her mouth. I guess you do
I don't
have
know
the
if I'm-
option of making
I don't know if
non-lethal
I'm tall
attacks if
enough
you
to
want.
go through the back of her head, but
Nah, it just goes through her heart.
Yeah, just
we'll go up through her heart and out her head, the top.
yeah. Kobold steps up, stabs up. Blade goes right under the back of her ribs, pierces through her heart and her left lung, and comes out her throat.
Yeah, something like that. All right. Norman is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's gonna rack a bolt into his heavy crossbow and say, "So about that surrendering thing." The prestidigitator, seeing all of her friends defeated, let's see. Don't roll on that one, you stupid bimbo. Okay. Yeah, she drops her little arcane focus in the ground and puts her hands up. Okay, I don't want to die. Already all fucked up, and I'm out of magic. Sif.
The punishment
Well-
for banditry is death.
Yes, but it is also dishonorable to kill an opponent who surrendered. However, what does honor say about ending the ones who we down? They are bandits, after all.
Surely the honourable thing is to just start rigging up a gallows.
Well, I mean, knights didn't really. I don't know.
They did.
Well, yeah, but never mind. I don't want to go into a spiel. I guess I won't start throat cutting.
Okay. Do you want to do anything at all?
No.
I'm asking because Z
Do I
is
know?
down and, you know,
Oh,
death
yes.
saves.
Eh. Do I have anything to help you? I second wind her, right? That's how that works?
You can use the medicine
She-
skill to
yeah.
stabilize her if you have no other.
She's got a potion on her.
Oh yeah, you can
I
also.
used it.
No, it's one with multiple charges, so you can use it again.
That's
Can you?
not how healing potions work.
No, that you guys did get a special healing potion that had, I think, like 4 or 5 charges.
I have 5 charges now. It's 4.
Yeah.
So, can I do that?
Yeah. It's like in her hand because she went down with it. So yeah, you can just
Okay.
stuff that in there. All right. Roll it, and then we're out of initiative.
Me or her?
You. 'Cause you're the
Still
doing the
2d4
feat.
to plus 2?
Yep. Nice.
I did it!
Almost max. And I guess I'll roll real quick to see if these bandits die.
Woo.
What do you mean roll? They're going to die.
I'll be
Do you get
taking
the
that
satisfaction
potion
though?
back. And
Not for
she
this guy.
is gonna start searching Scout for arrows and stuff because she's been running low.
Okay. You find 10 arrows on her person, as well as a longbow and a pair of short swords. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brings me right back to 20 arrows. Heck yeah.
You also, between all of them, find 23 silver pieces.
Yay.
They are quite
just-
poor, and it seems that they don't have any like survival supplies aside from a handful of like pieces of bread and some fruit that's clearly been picked very recently.
I'm just gonna continue having my cry.
All right.
There.
Yeah, Norman's gonna come over there, and as he's pulling an arrow out of his ass and chucking it into the grass, he's gonna come down and take a knee next to you because he doesn't want to sit down on that, and he's gonna put a hand between your little ears and give you a stroke. It's all right. Charging in like that was not a brilliant idea, though.
She just looks down, look of sadness. Yeah.
So, yeah, there is this surrendered prestidigitator, a minor mage. She looks around at everybody, says, I'm sorry about this. Really am. We were starving. All of us.
There.
She forces a smile as little kobold and, like, pats her on the side.
Helping someone who's starving is significantly different than making people beg for their lives as you're trying to steal from them.
She shrugs helplessly. It's what they decided to do. I just... please don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Hey, like, I was happy, like, talking with them, negotiating, and then axes started flying.
That was them, not me.
How long have you known these people to begin with?
About a month. Maybe a little longer. We came this way to find some relic. The the throne hired us to search out some old church, but we never found it. Z, she is a kitsune with a pair of fluffy, like, blackish tails flicking behind her.
Wait, are you the ones the Holy Faith sent here?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, it seems like this crossing was unfortunate. I was here to look for you.
Oh,
We were supposed to be the people to find and bring you back. We'll just look back over everyone over here.
I'm not.
we didn't think anyone was coming, and with all the monsters in the woods, our supplies ran out almost 2 weeks ago. These huge wolves raided it and took almost everything we had.
The wolves should no longer be an issue. We've negotiated with their pack leader.
You what? Is it a person
They-
controlling them?
Some of these wolves are as intelligent as you and I.
Oh. That's horrible. I guess we're no better than them, though. So.
Well, this whole meeting was an unfortunate tragedy, but just take your friends and follow the road back to the hunter's camp.
You mean it?
I was sent here
here.
to...
It's meals for a couple of days.
I was sent here to save you. Had I known... Oh well. Such is life.
Thank you. Listen, there was another team that went ahead of us. We never ran into them, but they've been here nearly 2 months, so they must be a lot worse off than we are, if they're even alive. There's some sort of monster in the lake, this huge spirit. It killed 2 of us the first time we encountered it. We couldn't get closer to the church than that.
A interesting quest indeed. You'll find the roads quite safe now. The wolves no longer attack. Simply follow to the, I believe, northwest, and then south past the village, and then to the village, and south from there, right?
I think it's southwest from here. But yeah, she can follow the road. She knows where the camp is. So yeah, she'll wipe some tears from her eyes and thank you for her life, and then start going over here to tend to her friend, who's the one friend who lived through all this.
The town should also be fine if you have to make a stop halfway.
Oopsie poopsie. So, guys, it appears that we just picked a whole bouquet of oopsie daisies. Though, on the other hand, they didn't really give us much choice.
They started.
They
could've
really didn't.
literally started it. David, can I please just have a little bit of mercy and go down to 0 exhaustion for this journey?
No.
Come on, man.
Saving, giving mercy. You're a silly, silly person.
I've literally had no session where I haven't been at least at 1 exhaustion.
Yeah, welcome to like every other game I played. I've never had one session where I've actually taken more than 2 damage. This is amazing. I've never had this.
Gee, I wonder why really wanted to play this revised ranger.
Hoff is the one
Short
with
rest time?
all of.
Yeah. Also, yeah, remember, you guys aren't that far from Torhenna if you want to turn back and try and get some rest there.
I guess we can escort her there.
But I really don't feel like we need to.
Does any but short rest to do hit die and all that without proccing random encounters?
It's a short rest. It doesn't.
I'd have to do a long rest to get rid of exhaustion levels. But knowing Savin, I'd probably just come right back over here and get knocked down and get exhaustion level again.
Probably.
I get knocked down, and I get up again.
So, what's the plan, guys? Continue to follow the road?
I would really appreciate having a session where I'm not at least one exhaustion.
It's
On the trail
not going to
ways.
happen.
Aeon is fine with anything. If they go back, she's just gonna go hunt in the forest a bit for food.
Okay, well, I have
I
35
have no
minutes,
strong
so
opinion.
let's choose.
On the trail we blaze.
Alright, sounds
mean-
like you guys are advancing.
Alright then, let's see here. What's the things for those freaking jade things? It's 1d6.
So, when you get about here, would everyone make me a perception check?
Oh, fuck you, hit dice!
Oh,
Brutal.
Guess I'm using both hit dice. And then I'll make a perception at disadvantage. 8.
8. Ooh, the 21.
I'm helping.
Alright, group perception, success. So, as you guys are meandering about here on the trail, Sif, you point out to the group, and then Z and Puka confirm. There's something in the forest just off the trail to the south, about here. At first, you think it's people, maybe torches, but no, as you focus in on it, you can see that they are lights dancing through the tree branches.
Do they look like
Who wouldn't follow
Foxfire.
them if I were?
do they look like Foxfire?
Kind of, yeah, it's the same sort of, like, mystical glow. And now that you kind of take a closer look at it, you can see that they're not moving at all so much as the trees are sort of blowing in the breeze, and these lights appear to be attached to some of the branches. They seem to form a path.
I don't trust a tree.
Trees eat people.
Let's not go off the path. How about we not get into a fight with trees? Because last time we got in a fight with trees, it didn't go well.
I wouldn't know.
Could someone do something like crazy, like a nature check to kind of try to suss out what this is? It might be friendly.
Me, a
After
ranger
all,
knowing
not
about
every-
nature?
Not every friggin' and before you roll, remember that I can give advantage. But not every hex has to be filled with bad awfulness. Sometimes Saban does throw good things in.
No, fuck you. It's Saban's game. It's always awful things. It's nightmare difficulty, like you said.
Yeah, you're just salty.
I am.
Would I
But-
be able to learn
But
something about
sometimes
this,
you
like
can.
if there's maybe been stories told about it in camp about something like this, like maybe Will-O-Wisp or whatever, like spooky stories of the forests.
Yeah, you can make a, I guess a charisma check to see if you can recall any time you've like talked to somebody about this. Nope.
Nope.
Someone give me advantage on this nature check.
Right.
Anyone? No?
Hold on.
I'm
I
not
think
trained in it.
Norman will help you.
13?
Nice. So those aren't natural. Whatever they are, that is clearly a magical phenomenon, which would indicate to you that Arcana would probably be the skill to roll.
Are there any wizardly types among us? I mean, I did some reading on the subject, but my
Do I
people's
look
runes
magical to
are.
you?
I, it, I was asking the entire party. No need for snark.
I don't.
I sure ain't magical. If I was, I feel like I'd probably just be terrible at it.
Yeah, but I didn't. I didn't want her to shoot us in the butt. B, she was really cute, so she should go back to the place and survive after we all
Oh,
die.
I see how it is. Because she's cute, she gets to live.
Do you really want to take a former enemy along with us? I thought not.
Excuse you, I was about saying something. She was the people you were supposed to protect, so.
I was just sent there to find them and send them back.
You found them.
Yep, and we killed 3 of them. In my defense, Hoff shot first.
Anyway. No, none of us have Arcana.
Excuse you.
Well, does anyone want to try untrained?
Well, I have a 2 in Arcana.
Well, it's more than
Does
Go
zero.
anyone-
ahead.
Fuck it, yeah,
All right.
sure, why not?
Okay. Yay, 17!
17. So you're aware that there is a spell called Continual Light. I think it's Continual Flame in 5e, whichever. Anyway, it produces a embery, glowing fire that stays attached to a place or object in perpetuity forever and ever. It's not a cheap spell to cast either. It does have a material component, which would indicate to you that somebody really wanted these here and was willing to shell out for it.
Huh. Well, these aren't like dead lights leading us to our doom. Someone wanted these lights to stay here forever and ever and just casted a spell. It's really hard to do.
Bad people, good people.
It's a spell. It depends on who casted it. Is it worth the investigation? I have a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Looking doesn't hurt. Or maybe it does. We'll see.
I mean, it could. We could be walking into the lair of Evil Witch, or we could be walking into a friendly giant cave. Who knows?
Or maybe a place that's already long derelict, because who
Well-
knows how long that stayed there.
Given that it's an eternal flame, yeah, it's probably been here for a long, long, long time. If someone was trying to lead us into a trap, they'd likely have just casted Foxfire and just had it, or Dancing Lights and just had us follow it.
Anyway, let's push forward into it if we're gonna go investigate it.
All right.
Slowly but surely, with our 10-foot poles out. Poles out, ladies.
All right. So you follow the line of continual flames, heading south deeper into the forest.
We're not going to go more than 1 hex away from the road.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all it takes. Eventually, after a couple of hours of following these winding paths of lights through the forest, You arrive at a fairly sizable clearing, maybe a couple of 100 yards around, and in the middle of it is a prominent rocky hillside with several large trees growing over the top of it. There are several patches of beautiful flowers, all red and blue, that seem to have been cultivated at a glance.
So,
Aeon is
um,
gonna walk
it
forward and
was
walk inside a pretty flower circle.
it was very hard to find this place and very hard to notice. So please, if this is someone's home, don't step on their flowers.
I won't, I won't.
In before we meet Bjorn. Where are the giant bees?
Huh, you see no sign of living creatures around here, just cultivated flowers, trees, and the hillside.
I'll look around and ask softly, is there anyone here?
You get no response.
I thought it might have been a fairy grove.
Maybe they're nocturnal.
Could be. Sir, they do have a circle.
So, altogether, you're just saying we stumbled upon like the flower field in House Moving Castle. Just lots and lots of flowers and pretty things.
Hard to say. You could try and investigate the place if you wanted, or...
Could we do so cautiously so we don't, snap any, no one's rhododendrons or anything? My peonies!
Yeah, you guys can make a concerted effort not to fuck up the flowers. That's totally fine. So yeah, if you want to spend an hour or so examining the grove here, you guys can make a group investigation check.
What we'll do is we'll just follow Z's guide.
Can I make a case for perception instead of trying to use my cat-like senses to look around all over the place constantly?
I have a... am I the only one with a positive int score?
No. But it doesn't matter because I have disadvantage on everything.
And yeah, Hoff, considering you're a cat folk, I think perception or survival, you can use your feline senses in the natural world here.
So can anyone help
Doesn't
me on
matter.
the investigation check?
It's a group thing, so you make your own. Each of us has to make our own.
No.
Hmm.
Not today, Satan.
It's good. Alright. Guardy and Mersey.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of trying to find something I can possibly justify to throw at him.
Oh, never mind.
Well,
Alright. So, Puka, as you are making your way around the hillside, could you go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw? Nice.
Literally the opposite.
That's pretty good.
ye.
Alright. So, yeah. You are searching around the hillside, and then suddenly you put your foot down, and then everyone else in the party just hears a little yee, and Puka is gone.
Ye.
I rush over to where Puka was at.
But then I'm behind you.
And then you also fall down the hole.
The party looks over the cliff, and I'm behind them, and I'm like, "What are y'all looking?"
Yeah, so you look down, and indeed there is a hole in the ground about 10 feet by 10 feet. It's actually quite square. It looks like Puka just knocked in a bunch of grass that had been covering it. There's definitely a tripwire in there that also just snapped, and a bunch of like bits of metal and rock have all tumbled down into the hole.
Ew.
And
And
Puka is on a tree branch on top of the hillside where she just like leapt up into the air instead of falling.
So don't let go. Come across
s-
a tree branch.
What do you mean? Don't let go! I'm on top of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Puka will wave her hands that aren't holding anything in the air.
Yeah, so you recover the kobold after a couple moments. And yeah, there is a hole, and it seems to lead into some sort of cave under the hill.
I would prefer
Huh.
not to mess with the she.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't know
who?
what's in there.
The people under the hills.
I think it's just a
Who?
bird.
Is this secret entrance?
So, is there like a relatively like tall, standing like good rooted tree nearby it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I will just begin tying a rope around the base of that tree so we have a way to get down.
Alright, let's go fight the worm that walks. It's fine.
This trap looks like it was set probably this morning.
Eesh. Okay, so
Hmm.
probably
Given
people
the-
inside.
Given that everything here's like cultivated and really old, maybe we should knock first.
I mean,
Otherwise, we might just be barging into someone's home, or we could just leave.
I was planning to give a good shout down the tunnel there and see if I don't get an answer.
Wah!
In which case, my rope's ready. I'll just carefully descend down, give a shout down the tunnel, saying like, "Hey, anyone in there?"
You get no answer.
Um,
I'll
We're-
flutter down and do much the same in Sylvan, and if there's no answer in Sylvan, in Abyss. Hey, friends!
You hear nothing but your own voice echoing down the tunnel.
tell you what does the tunnel look like since I have dark vision and can see down it?
It looks so the first like 10 or 15 feet of it is just an earthen circle. But after that, once you let your eyes adjust to the darkness and look inside, it's very much a hobbit hole. That sort of aesthetic. There are tables and benches and a pretty sizable bookcase up on the far wall, but it's all much larger than it would be for a normal person. In fact, you feel quite small entering this tunnel.
Oh. Aelin knows how to speak giant, so she's gonna try and yell out in giant. Along with C.
You get no response from the empty hobbit hole.
Time
This
to go in
might
and
have
see if
been where
there's-
the bandits were from.
Oh, no, this is much too big for them.
What? They could have found it.
Maybe. Anyway, let's go in and take a look.
So yeah, you go on inside, and it seems to be a two-chamber hollow underneath this hillside. There's a very obvious like main sitting room. There's no chairs, incidentally, but there is a large table that would seem about the right size for an ogre. There's a bookshelf, though all the books are kind of normal-ish sized, and they cover a variety of topics, mostly history, but there are a fair number of romances and heroic epics in there as well from several different cultures. Mostly native, but some from the islands and some from the kingdoms of the south. There's a well-stocked larder with enough food in there you'd reckon to make 10 sets of rations. There's a little herb garden that's been cultivated underneath a continual light spell that is currently being shrouded in a little brass cage. There are 3 little emerald sages growing out of it. And there is a large carpet all over the middle. It looks to have been like hand-woven, though it's quite nice. Then a curtain separates the next chamber, where you see 2 large like pallets of blankets and sheets up against the far wall, and a couple of little night tables.
So crazy idea. Why don't we stay here for like a couple days, guys, if we can?
That trap has been set this morning. I'm fairly certain that if we stay here, we'll get company very soon.
I
Well-
would suggest if we wanted to see if there was a denizen of this hole, that we do not show up in his or her home, but instead sit outside the entrance and see who it is. If they do not come by nighttime, then they must be gone.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if they do come back, maybe we can negotiate some means of getting to stay in here for a day or two to
So
burn off the
this,
fatigue.
so if it's a hobbit hole, then it's not a nasty, dirty little hole in the ground, but a nice little house, right?
It is, yes. It's a very nice house.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. It's
Which
very nice.
means that on our way out, I will brush all of our footsteps.
All right,
No
so
need to be rude.
what's the plan exactly? Are you gonna wait here for a bit, or?
What time is it?
If we're gonna wait, Aelin is just gonna start making potions out of these herbs they got.
What time in the day?
It's probably getting on towards late evening, almost dinner time.
Yeah.
Well, then I suggest we find a place where we won't disturb the scenery, set up camp, and then
Ironically, I think like down in the trap hole would be a good, well, maybe not exactly a good place, but
I suggest we wait for the owner of that home to come back before we're found sitting in their bed and drinking their porridge.
I'm not saying inside the house. I'm saying in the hole.
Like the entrance hall.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, shouldn't be anything wrong with, like, just sitting inside the doorway.
Hey, is that what you guys want to do?
I'm fine with anything.
Yeah. This sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So you guys settle down, like, directly under the hole, and begin the waiting game. Just gonna roll a thing apropos of nothing. Man, that was really close. Alright. So, as the sun sets over the horizon and darkness begins to creep through the clearing and down into the hobbit hole, all of you, no roll required, you all have ears to hear, begin to hear a padding sound coming from the trees towards the hole. The sound of a large, heavy creature. Very heavy. Probably on 4 legs, too. And as it draws nearer, you hear a particularly ursine growl as
I
who or
knew it.
whatever sees the collapsed entrance to the hole.
I'll,
The Warden!
I'll call out in Sylvan. Hello there, keeper of this grove. I am Sif of the far north. We have followed your lights to this place.
There's a moment's silence, long enough that you fear for a moment that perhaps this really is just a great big bear coming towards you. But then you hear a woman's voice and Sylvan say, "And who are you to enter my home uninvited? Come out,
Right.
show yourself."
Fine. So technically, we're not in the home, but also I'll come right out of the cave.
I also didn't want to spend time in the entryway, but you guys knew.
It's the entryway. It's not inside the house.
Must stoop.
I'm just gonna clean up my potion supplies then.
And again, how would you feel if you came home and then a bunch of people were sitting on your doorstep?
Normal.
Weird.
I'm sorry you live somewhere with such a crippling homeless crisis. But you're not stray. Anyway. So
Hey,
yeah,
that's not on my part.
you all pull yourselves out of the hole, and at first you think you are, in fact, confronted by a giant fucking grizzly bear, for such it appears, a huge, heavy-set beast on all fours. But then where the creature's head would be sprouts a shapely, almost elfin woman with a pair of little rounded ears sat atop her head, and a significant amount of musculature that give her a downright Amazonian figure, doubly so as she's got an axe slung on one of her flanks and is staring right at you.
So I'll continue in Sylvan. Apologies for intruding on the doorstep of your house. Just wait a moment, gauge the reaction from that.
Yeah, she crosses her arms and says, "Well, you are no Onis, and it seems you've done no harm to my daughter's garden."
We were sent here to first retrieve a relic and also retrieve some holy pilgrims. But then we found this place and found a great darkness which I at least am honor bound to banish.
Oh, you've come here to fight the darkness of the forest. Is that
We
right?
did not know it existed till we set foot here, but now that we have sensed it, I, at the very least, am oath sworn to stop.
I'm just along for the ride.
I do it because I want to.
I'm
I
here
sort of
too.
knew about the darkness and about things that were making the warden go a little weird. And that's actually the only reason I'm here. I just tagged along with these guys because they seemed competent.
I almost got killed by a tree.
Yes,
Tail goes
there are
immediately.
many monsters in this forest now. Come, let us speak inside. And she will clamber directly down the hole with her little ursine paws. Seemingly has no trouble making the descent. And begins padding into the living room where she takes out a group of like big old trouts from her saddlebags, clearly freshly caught, and slaps them onto the table. It's been many moons since I had company. Do any of you have objection to fish?
No,
Oh, I love it
that was
actually.
You can
that was
immediately see
our
like Alien's ears like pop up like fish. It's been so long.
I mean, surprise, surprise, both the cat girls love fish.
that was our main source of food in the north, other than whale.
Yeah, so she's gonna lean down towards the little fire pit and snap her fingers, and a blaze begins inside, and she'll start cutting and preparing the fish. She works quietly, but efficiently. It will only take her a few minutes, but that leaves the rest of you in relative silence, unless you'd care to speak to her.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Mhm.
just say she has a quite lovely house.
She does not respond to that.
Do you know where the darkness emanates from?
I know whence the worst of the monsters come from.
Is it the one that haunts the lake?
Nay, that is just a spirit, woken by the bloodshed in these woods, as many other creatures have been.
So, where does the deepest evil lie?
So she's facing in, like, towards a wall while she works, but you can almost hear the sneer in her voice, and she says, "The worst of the monsters, they're near a day's walk to the east of here. That's where you find the most bloodthirsty, damnable beasts in this forest. One's ripe for slaughter."
And what of the spirit that haunts the lake? Is there any way to pacify them so they can move on to the dream?
There's a primal spirit, not undead.
Ah, uh, a nature spirit, I see.
I'm afraid I don't know the difference.
So, nature spirits, the primal ones, they're the ones that came into the world, while like a spooky spirit, that's someone who was born in the world and has died and has refused to go anywhere.
Correct.
Hmm.
Anyway, if
Alright.
you don't mind me asking, what sent all these beasts into such bloodthirst and whatnot?
Bloodshed. More than there's been in this wood for many centuries, and all my long watch over the Silverleaf. In the span of a few months, many innocents have died senselessly, my daughter included.
What brought this?
The hunters and their squabble with Ecthera's brood, and the Oni going mad, beginning to attack others.
The Oni?
Alright, guys, it's been real, but time for me to get ready for work.
Alright, straight.
Take
Adios.
care.
Yeah, the
Puro,
warden
puro.
will nod and say, "Giants, horned ogres, that once were
Ogres.
peaceful but now thrive on suffering, the slaughter of innocents."
Are they the very same ones that you're speaking of when you refer to that initial gesture to like that like area where she was off looking?
Yeah, the warden will nod. This forest was once a peaceful place. Quiet. devoid of most of you mortals. Even that great war of yours did not touch this forest, not in any real way. And of course, the moment you arrive, everything goes sour. And as she's saying that, there's a big thunk as a hatchet cleaves through a couple of fish heads and takes them off.
So I did kind of get told by the circle that you were killing people.
I've never taken a life that was not justly... She starts to say something and shakes her head. The denizens of this forest have turned against me, against the natural order. They kill indiscriminately. I have no choice but to fight them back. But I'm all alone now. There's little I can do.
Oh, okay. It was just kind of the way you were talking then. That sounded like someone trying to justify killing mortals.
No mortal that did not deserve it.
I mean, you know, yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. Maybe the circle wouldn't agree about who does or doesn't deserve it, but so long as you're, restricting it to who you think deserve it, it's not my job to stop you. Which is good, because, I kind of think you're in the right.
I'm glad you agree. I would not like to have to turn my axe against those who do not deserve it. She'll glance over his shoulder at the rest of the party.
Yeah, Eileen is just
Yeah.
like is
Wait,
restless, like tail swishing around.
I mean, I've been forever trying to keep eye contact for most of the conversation.
Yeah, so by this time she's got the fish in like a big stew pot over the fire and is working it with big swirling motions in both arms in the little ladle. Food is almost ready. I have no chairs for you, but there are some mats in the other room, if you'd like.
This is a comfortable floor.
It's like a 6 out of 10 floor.
Yeah, it's not bad.
There's a carpet, which is better than most places.
It's true. Say if you all choose to gather like on the carpet, she will fill a few bowls full of fish stew and bring it over. Hand one down to each of you. So at like her full height, she's probably almost like 9 feet tall, so it's a lot of like leaning way down, just like the taller ones you probably get boob hatted a couple times. And she will curl down on all 4 paws and take up a much larger bowl of her own.
I'll probably use like the whole flying thing to help her serve.
Yeah, she'll give you a little appreciative nod. And once the food is passed out, She does not stop for anything when she begins to devour this huge bowl of fish stew. And any attempt at conversation just seems to fall on deaf ears for about 2 minutes until she's had her fill and sets the bowl aside with a heavy sigh. So,
Yum, yum.
you all wish to fight the darkness. I will happily lead you to where the worst of it resides, that Oni village. That temple, though, if you seek the relics in it, I cannot help you. I will not rob the graves of the dead, but neither will I stop you. There are ancient relics enough in this forest to fill a king's vault.
So you've had the most experience with it. Do you think those relics would help in fighting the darkness?
It depends on the relic, but nearly any magic item is suitable for slaying beasts. That wolf girl, Icthera, she has a spear that is woven from a dryad's tree trunk. Her mother, though she did not hesitate to murder her when the whim came. And elsewhere in this forest, in a knight's grave, I know of a great sword, the blade of Adriana, a knight bound to a unicorn who fell long ago in this forest. She was before my time, if only just, but I know her blade remains here somewhere. And there is whatever it is in that temple, a chalice or grail, I believe. I have never seen it with my own eyes.
Yes, that grail is something that we were sent to get.
Do you know, like, roughly where Adriana's grave is?
More or less. Though I admit it has been many years since I was that way. And she will describe an area somewhere in like that.
Where?
Sorry.
You didn't really have an arrow pop up?
No, it's just this new circle here. Unless you guys can't see it for some reason.
We can't.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
It's also...
Unless you're unless like you're talking about like this little like loop thing.
No, that's the troll.
Oh,
Oh,
Neville,
I was on
yeah.
the GM layer. Lol. There you go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go. So somewhere in that big circle is Adriana's grave, the warden believes.
Personally, I would like us to have every advantage we could against this darkness.
Advantages are fun.
Let alone the darkness, these Onis are also probably pretty strong.
So, here's what I would suggest. We're already close to the temple. Why don't we try and find that grail first? See if it can't provide us anything to use against it. Then search for the sword. Make our way back here and prepare for a battle in the middle there.
nod and say, I am here most nights, though I prosecute my war against the shadow in the day. Return whenever you like. I will most likely be here.
Would you be willing to let us bunk with you? I know Aelin and myself are skilled in creating potions. We can help you. We can help you recover from your injuries in fighting the darkness before our company is ready to take on that battle ourselves.
Yes, I've been growing some emerald sage here. If you could convert that into potions, that would save me several days of work. Only an apprentice herbalist at best. And yes, you may stay here. Though, despite the rumors about my kind, I'll not lay with any of you.
Rumors about your kind? I'm afraid I don't know what
Well,
you're...
that's a shame.
Forget I said anything then. There are... Well, you all have your own sleeping bags, I'm sure. You may plop down anywhere, just not in the beds in the other room.
Of course.
Yeah, if you have nothing else to bring up with her, she'll start cleaning up the dishes and then retire into the other chamber.
Yeah, it sure sounds like that was a good conversation stopper there.
Yeah.
Ellen's gonna go back to making potions again.
So, Saban, I have a big question for this.
Mm-hmm.
Does this place count as civilized for resting?
So long as the warden's here, yes, she can keep you safe, and you can get the full benefits of a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
So, yeah, you can drop, like, both ranks here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, thank you, God.
Back to prime condition.
Thank fuck it was not a 1.
I'm not even gonna have to roll a second wind because I only have 1 hit point to get before the long rest anyway.
Sure.
So yeah, you guys finish your long rest. And would you like to, I guess, make 3 potions for the warden, since there were 3 little emerald sage
Yep.
vines? Alright? Yeah, in the morning she will collect them and put them in her saddlebags and say, I will begin scouting out the village for a proper assault. Return when you have your relic, or relics. I look forward to working with you.
We do
Good
as well.
luck.
She doesn't smile. You haven't really seen her do such since you met her. But she gives you a firm nod and then clambers up out of the hole and starts heading off to the east.
Once she's a good distance away, maybe she'll smile after the whole entire darkness thing's over.
Well, even if she doesn't, I'm gonna hug her.
I'm not sure how that would go over.
Yeah,
There
that's
is a
respect.
reason I have not done it yet.
She's very huggable. The scary kind, but still huggable.
Yeah.
also, could I have spent like some time making like 2 emerald sages into healing pots to save them?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will go ahead and take those off the party loot, and you just add 2 healings of potions to your list then.
I think I'm just gonna give 1 to you immediately.
That's very appreciative.
And I'll keep the other one myself, just so far in case, and possibly distribute when needed.
I've learned not to charge into battle ever again.
So, party, what's the plan?
Ellen stretches out as she gets up like a good kitty, and then she's just gonna head out. And let's aim for whatever's inside of the lake.
Yeah, I think it's like this, over this way, back here, to there.
Careful of the flowers, everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sounds good. Thus the party begins the march towards the sunken temple. No journey roll required. You can just follow the road at this point. You've cleared out the worst of the attackers that was lying in wait for you. So you approach a wide open, placid lake. It's several miles across, you'd think. It's difficult to see the other side.
Big water.
But the water is extremely clear and it is calm. You can see a bed of rocks and many fish strewn about the place. And there is a waterfall on the northwest edge of it, with a river elevated maybe 50 feet up. It seems to head on down from the mountains.
Yeah. Make sure we all have our earmuffs for that supposed song if we do start hearing it. And I guess it's time to go search the lake for the temple, or the waterfall for the building or whatever.
Alright. Well, thanks to Voron's guidance, you know just what to look for. A bit of rock and stone peeking out from the waterfall that looks just enough out of place to... Man, you've been a building once. The question is, how do you get to it? For it is in the middle of a waterfall, and there is a maybe 10-foot wide jetty of stone poking out from the middle of it.
Well, I've got some rope.
I don't think that's going to cut it.
I could like fly over there, tie the rope in place.
And we could do the same here.
You two do that. I'm gonna search around, see if there isn't like a little cave entrance nearby it or something.
Well, given that, like, if you find anything, there'll probably be a catch. And if you don't find anything, there'll probably be a catch when I try to tie the rope. I'm gonna wait for you to look.
Yeah. Let's do a look around first before we start flinging ourselves into a waterfall.
Alright, so if you guys want to make an investigation or survival check, to try and find some sort of alternative entrance.
Is this a singular thing or a group thing?
It can be a group thing.
Can I do a perception check?
In this case, no. You're looking for a very specific thing that your feline senses wouldn't really help you with.
Fair enough. So investigation, you said?
Or survival.
Okay, which one is better for me? Sure as investigation.
Yeah, I'll have Norman roll in place of Stray. Let's see. Survival. Okay, well, that's still a success. So yeah, you look around, and indeed, maybe 30 feet back from the waterfall, you find in the stone edifice there a section that has collapsed in on itself. That's been largely covered with vines and such, but it is traversable, you think, if slow.
I have a feeling this is probably a minorly bit safer than the waterfall part.
As long as you go first.
Huh, yeah. Go first. Uh-huh. Yeah. And I'm not gonna go first. But I will, if people are nearby, like, as well, I'll just shift the vine somewhat and take a peek down there, see if I can't see anything in the dark tunnel.
Alright. All you can see is, like, 10 feet down it turns.
Yeah, of course it wouldn't be that easy.
So, Puka, you're really good at jumping and dodging and stuff. I mean, you showed that off earlier, in the Warden's trap. Maybe you should go first?
Oh, yeah, you could, you probably won't notice a little thing like you going in, and then you could give us, like, a motion, tell if it's safe or not.
Puka will give a thumbs up.
I will give her a thumbs up back.
Dark spaces are her reminder of home.
Oh, by the way, saving that turn, does it turn, like, towards the waterfall or away from the waterfall?
Towards.
That's a good sign.
Puka will go in front.
Alright. So, Puka, you
Against
follow...
my better judgment, since I'm still level 1.
So you
But-
follow the twists and turns of the tunnel, and it's only maybe 30 feet in total before you arrive just behind the waterfall, you reckon. And there you can see that there probably isn't really a back of the waterfall at all, really, like a stone behind. Instead, it is a huge cave entrance that leads out into a subterranean section of the lake. And in the middle of that section, there is an island jutting up from the darkness, and on the middle of that island is a building, a solid stone structure that seems to have quite well lasted the test of time. It certainly looks like a temple, and from within you can hear a faint, soothing singing, like a mother's lullaby, though it is a wordless sound. I'm just gonna grab you guys, move you over here. So you have to make a slight jump, maybe like 5 or 10 feet down from the cave entrance to the island, but it's easy and quiet. Have no problems making it. Though as soon as you get your feet on the island, it seems that the volume of the song grows dramatically louder, as if it is filtering out through every crack and boarded up window in this place.
What if my feet never touch it?
It's still the same thing, it's just the acoustics of the place. It's not like a magic ground music. We're not
Magic
serenading the
ground
doom
music.
worms.
That is
Dang.
something you would do.
It
You
is.
cannot blame
Not
me
the
for
magic
asking.
ground
Yes, the
music.
Shia Bard.
Well, now that you've given it to Saban, he's definitely gonna use it for a Sav&D main party sometime.
So we want like Puka up front, right?
Yes.
Do I still need to be up front?
I mean, I thought you were stealthing around, like doing rogue type things to make sure everything was good for us to go forward. You know?
Yeah. But now
Also,
we're on
which
the.
way is front?
I think it's
Yeah.
this way because there looks like an
Yeah,
entrance way
that's
this
where
way.
the old entrance bridge used to be.
Peek.
You see a door. What ho?
There's a door.
Good job, Puka.
Is it open?
No. It closed.
Go take a look further around. Let's see if there's nothing outside first.
I'll save you the hassle. There's nothing to find on the outside, other than a hole in my dynamic lighting.
Oh, by the way, actually, is this like a
Chunk.
castle type looking thing?
It looks like a temple. There's
so
not like a distinct like bell tower or anything because it's fucking underground. That would suck. But it has the sort of structure that you would associate with an elven temple.
Good. So there's no like myrtle holes for things to just like do archery things out in the middle of us.
No, and it looks like all the windows in this place altogether have been boarded, and some of them have been stoned up over time.
Hey,
Well,
Norman. Do you the honors?
it looks like this is the only way in. So
Yeah. You sure about this?
I mean,
Well, someone's got it.
it looks about the only way to go progress or do anything forward with it.
What if we go up on top?
That's actually a good point.
How
Z?
scalable do these walls look like? Because I'm pretty
Quite.
sure they look kind of like.
Could you do peek up around the roof, see if there is anything out there?
Yeah, Alan, hold this potion if, just in case there's like a super trap up there and it shoots me.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, hopefully there isn't a trap up there.
But there might be. And it might be a super trap.
This is a fair point. I can't contend it.
An ultra trap.
And, yes, I'll, flutter up and take a look up there.
Okay, so the roof isn't in great shape, so it's possible for you to like peek in. Do you have dark vision, by the way? That would matter a lot.
Yep.
Okay.
60 foot of dark vision.
So I'm just gonna move your token over somewhere where I can like give you a look in here. Boop. There you go. So you are able to look in and see that the temple is definitely not empty. There are several winged figures in a pair of nests near the middle and then the far back of the structure, and there's a group of humanoids, Tanuki, a Kitsune, and a couple of like leather wearing thugs who are seemingly lounging around, blissed out of their mind next to the larger of the two nests.
Let's see. So, That's the kitsune?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything notable about, like, the winged slots?
The one in the back, you can probably just barely make her out. She seems much larger than the others and is, let's see, yeah, you can see her whole token. She is gravidly pregnant.
And these two nearer ones, like this nest, they're slender and without eggs.
Correct.
Kind of feel bad for them.
Well, someday Mama will let them have some studs too.
Are there any other gaps in the roof, like further along, I could sneak up to and take deeper peeks?
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's gaps all over the roof. You can kind of move yourself anywhere on the perimeter here. But if you get any closer to the creatures, I'm going to ask for stealth checks.
See, so just like along the perimeter.
Yeah.
Right.
You can see in there there's some huge statues of like an elven wizard, and up here what looks like a human with a battle staff.
I'd call that a glaive, personally, but, you know.
Yeah, but look at the fucking book on this guy, alright? This is clearly a battle staff. Fucking something out of Dragon Age 2. Come on. Wizards don't have glaive proficiency.
Is a dwarven wizard.
It's not a
who
dwarf.
took fucking weapon mastery as a feat.
The most unoptimized. Human wizards have that kind of beard too. Come on.
No, they do not. Not that long.
Hold on. Let me just get some wizard tokens out here.
That is down to his crotch.
Look, I've seen ZZ Top, okay?
And he has glasses. Glasses. So then, that's a dwarf.
Alright, well now I'm gonna have to go find a dwarf wizard for you guys to fight. Here you go. You're gonna fight this fucker now.
I mean, hopefully we won't have to fight the statue.
No, you're gonna fight the fucking statue now. Look what you've done. Alright.
What's that,
Oh, no.
like, behind?
It looks like an altar.
There. Altar rather than a tomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
An altar that has also physically moved itself out of its square. Hold on, let me just put you back where you are. There you go.
I mean, so I am totally just going to headcanon that Z sees the altar, realize it's out of place, and just pick itself up and move.
Yeah, the mimic just kind of scoots back like, oops.
Right. I am just going to take a quick glance towards the other side. Axie statue boy.
Yeah, now that's a dwarf. And then up north you can see an elfy boy with a bow.
Why did you bother saying elfy boy? Just elf.
I mean, look, it might have been a female elf. You don't know.
You
The
wouldn't be
statue
able to
doesn't have
tell.
realistically proportioned dongs for you to compare.
Look, until they sleep with me, there is no way for Z to tell the difference. Alright. So it doesn't. Could I possibly throw a perception check, see if there is anything that looks like there's a hidden doorway?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Because there are no obvious doorways, but
Not that you can see. At least not from this distance.
alright. Then yeah, you can move me back to the party.
Okay. Boop.
Okay, alright, guys.
Yeah.
There are at least 2 warrior harpies in there. One super pregnant harpy. She
Big burp.
looked like their matron. My wizardy type. That's just kind of a guess, though. She might also be a warrior, but if she is, she probably won't be that good at it because, her belly's out to here. And there are some old-timey statues and an altar right at the back.
Do they look like they're negotiable with?
Well, they had a couple of
That's a big belly.
really big belly.
Also, shouldn't Norman's health be full?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, bigger, even bigger than my gesture was, because my arms are too small. It was so big. She was so pregnant. But yeah, sorry. They had a couple of those bandity types, and a couple of others, or at least 4. I'm guessing breeding prisoners. Maybe they could be negotiated with, but we would definitely be burying Norman off. Or you, Lucille, if you have a deck.
I do not.
Do you, Alan?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you have a penis?
No. Last time I checked, I didn't.
Boka will look down her pants. And then shake her head.
Okay. So it kind of looks like any negotiation would just be prostituting Norman.
Hey, wait a minute. Look, I'll take one for the team, but I don't think those studs in there are welcome to go free when they want to.
No, probably not.
So let's keep that for a last resort, huh?
Yes, I'd rather not have to pimp Norman out. Seems
Although
really
he does have a good bun.
seems really a rude thing to do to him.
It was a nice ass. Now it's got a scar on it.
I'm
Now
sorry.
scars make it manly.
I am deeply sorry for that.
Not your fault. He's gonna reach over and ruffle your hair.
I need technically was. I was the one that shot you in the butt.
I didn't mean... Take the forgiveness and like it.
Okay.
Alright, so what's the plan? Are we just kicking the door down, or...?
Well, none of us can really fly
Karate
except
chop.
for Z.
I'm
And
assuming.
like, while I could like carry a rope up there, I don't really have the strength to, pull any of you up, except maybe.
Puka thinks that would be a good idea.
Is there an entrance on the roof that we could use to get a jump on them? Or
Well, there are like all of those holes I used to look in.
Puka can
But-
start shooting.
They'd definitely be big enough to like stick an arrow through.
okay. The second question: is there an actual good point to tie a rope or up there to, or?
7.
Puka can get up.
Probably not. The roof's not in great shape, unlike the stonework. Certainly not, you wouldn't be able to do that without, like, alerting the, denizens.
People can knock down the door, and then Puka shoots. Pew pew.
I think that's what it's sounding like. We have an arrow line here in the back. You take Puka up there. As soon as she hears well, I assume the door will have a fairly loud opening noise. She lets loose her arrow and we let loose ours.
The only other thing is like, this is a pretty old and big temple. It might have like hidden defenses.
And you want to send our rogue up to the roof?
Shifty boys.
Well, if there are hidden defenses, they didn't kill me for looking at the roof.
Well, that's what I mean. There won't be any traps on the roof where the kobold, who knows how to find traps, would be.
Oh, I wasn't really thinking traps. I was thinking like the big, gigantic adventurer statues would come to life and fight us like golems.
Oh.
You've got quite a vivid imagination.
So it's sounding like
What?
you just want to do a frontal assault then through the door.
Kapow!
Might be best to stick close together and not run in front.
All right.
And I do think like Puka would really do well with like shooting down on them. But yeah, the rest of us should stick together.
I'll leave the decision to whether she wants to go on the roof or not up to Puka.
I like the roof. Puka likes the roof.
Alright. So I will just go ahead and move Puka into position here. So feel free to move yourself around the perimeter to like anywhere within here-ish. Wherever you want to set up. Yeah. Sure. Alright. And the rest of you. You ready to kick in the door?
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Yeah, let's go ahead and, I guess, roll initiative. Let me clear off the board real quick. Alright.
Being that we only have one penis with which to bargain,
Do we get a surprise? Is surprise even still a thing?
Yeah, surprise this thing.
Yeah, it's a
It
thing.
is. If you shoot first from stealth, yes. If you just kick in the door, probably not.
I will shoot before they kick in the door then. If possible.
but how would you know when to shoot is the thing.
Why?
Oh, fuck, they
Puka
have
could
me.
shoot, and then you guys would take that as your cue to kick in the door.
I mean,
Yes.
how would
You'll be able to hear the
how would we
I
know?
will scream
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
after I shoot.
Well, ain't those some recognizable tokens on the initiative order?
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm sure those Harvey Thief and the Tanuki aren't recognizable at all. No.
No, you've never seen those tokens before in your life.
Yeah, no, never.
Oh, Angela, you should see the Harpy Songstress.
I can almost make it out a little bit on the turn order.
I
wanna
very
see the
nearly
wall
did use
art
the
of
Harpy
that.
Matron from COC2, but I decided not to.
Would have been
could've.
appropriate.
Alright, so Puka, you're gonna get a first shot before the doors get kicked in, so who would you like to target?
The Songstress.
Okay, you shoot the pregnant lady.
Chickapow.
And yeah, that's a critical hit. So
Oof.
12, 13, 14, 15.
22.
Ouch.
That's not 22.
Nowhere
That's-
near 22, that's 15.
Yeah.
Listen, it's 3 a.m. I'm very tired.
Alright, so yeah, there is a shriek of pain from inside. And then we're going to go into initiative. These Harpy Thieves are immediately going to turn around and charge Puka. Because, oh god, you just shot Mom.
Through a hole in the roof?
Fuck yeah, they will indeed stab you through this shitty, old, rickety roof. The first attack will have, I'll give you a +2 cover bonus from the roof, but after that they'll have chopped a hole in it that they can fight through.
Guys, we may have made a bad leaving Puka on the roof alone. With harpies.
It's gonna be
Look.
fine.
So, first attack.
The party's primary healer can in fact fly. And I will need to.
Yes. Yes, you will.
Yeah,
The first
I
one's
think Puka...
miss. The
Yeah.
second one's down.
Yeah, so you take 16 damage.
Yes.
Alright, so Puka shoots Harpy Mom. Puka gets immediately punished. Puka, make a dex save, because you are kind of on the roof. And these
Oh,
Harpies really don't feel like being nice and saving you, because you just shot their mom out of nowhere. So, yeah.
If you're lucky, you fall really close to us.
Okay. No, Puka's nowhere near you guys. Alright, Puka does not just fall off the building and take a bunch of falling damage and potentially die.
That's good.
Alright, so that's the Harpy Thieves. Lucille.
Can I quickly ask, what is Puka's max HP?
11.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You almost just insta-died.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ready an action.
Well, no, they couldn't have. Well, they could have, but those two hits couldn't have. Oh wait, yes, they could have.
Yeah.
No, they would have needed to crit you
No.
to actually...
No, yeah, they would have needed to crit on one of them.
Yeah.
But the falling could.
Oh yeah, the falling absolutely
Oh,
could have
yeah.
killed you. Because, yeah, you would have taken 2d6, so it would have been possible for you to just die. Just break your neck
Ouch.
falling down.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna ready in action with my longbow for when the doors open, for when I can see a harpy within range come closer.
Okay.
No, yeah, harpy in range.
So when you see a harpy in range, it's coming closer.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
I feel I may have been too specific in that.
Probably. All right.
Oh well.
This Tanuki is gonna, I guess, come up here and 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready in action. Aelin.
Okay. Aeon is going to ready in action until Norman gets off his butt and kicks open the door. And then she's gonna shoot the first enemy she sees.
Okay. Norman. Open the door, get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur. Kunk. He kicks the door in. And immediately gets an axe in the face. Ow.
I see a Tanuki.
You do. You may shoot the Tanuki.
That's not a harpy.
Aelin just said
It's
first
not.
enemy. It
Yeah,
was,
Alan just
yeah.
said first enemy. I went super
all right,
specific and
you
probably gonna
crit
get
the
punished
shit
for it.
out of her and she drops. Blit.
Oh no, not the Tanuki. She's cute. I want to save her.
So, does she drop alive?
Group.
She is alive, actually.
Well, it was only 17
18, but yeah.
or 18.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Normal get here. Sif. It's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And dodge. Outlaws. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys are gonna come up and huck axes at Norman. Oof.
Could you stop being so good with those bandits?
I don't know if you've played a Sav&D game before, but my dice are pretty on point. Alright, so yeah, Norman gets a couple of axes buried in his face. Puka, it is your turn. Make a death save.
What is that again? Just a d20?
Yeah, just a d20. You can also just push the death save button on your character sheet.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Oh.
Oh. Alright. That is a failed save. Z.
Alright. So, did we hear, like, Puka scream like she was
Yeah.
dying?
Probably. I think that's a reasonable thing to assume. People scream when they are killed.
Alright. Where did I drop her off?
About here.
Alright. So that would be a full double move to just get her.
Yep.
Could you move me for me so I don't have to fight dynamic fighting?
Boop, 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 boop.
Uh, Can I be like inside though?
Sure.
So I can see.
I'll move both of you in there. And let me just, here, this is the fuck box. You're gonna have to fight some harpies. So the Songstress is going to, she's gonna get prone in there. Just push herself down on the eggies. And then she is going to start singing a song. A beautiful, enchanting sound that fortunately falls on predominantly deaf ears, because For once, the Sav&D isn't full of dick girls. Norman, however,
12 yards.
that's interesting. Well, 12 squares. So yeah, Norman's within range.
Squares.
Squares are a thing. You can see squares.
Yeah, but like a
Square is
square is almost double a yard.
Yeah, square's like 5 feet.
Yes, but you
Yeah.
see, when one is converting a stat block and forgets to, change the measurements, a yard in that game is a square, so it's a 12 square aura.
Was this from fucking The One Ring?
No. So yeah, Norman's gonna need to make a wisdom save. Do 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 do. And he is charmed. Charmed.
Good news though, guys. Basically, the rest of the party's immune to that.
Yeah, it's great. You have the magic power of not having a penis, so.
It's really weird that the
Yeah.
party has a lack of that, doesn't it?
I
But
know,
now,
right? It's fucking weird.
Everybody who can hit the Songstress now needs to walk past Norman the Oppie.
I mean, let me tell you about this 120 foot. Is it 120 foot? However long a longbow is.
Yeah.
150 feet.
Can you see her over the stairs while she's prone in this middle? Or how high up does this middle thing go?
I mean, I can't see her period right now, so.
So this middle dais here is about 15 feet up.
Yeah.
It's a big
So
fucking
anybody
thing.
who could hit her needs to go past Norman the Oppie machine.
I mean, there is that way and
Alright.
that way.
This mage. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I mean, I guess through here. Or unless Norman has moved and it's not registering for
No, it's not.
only this way.
Alright, so this bitch is gonna come up here and. I mean, I guess Magic Missile Z. She can see through the hole the harpies made. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You are shot by a trio of enchanted darts. Harpy Thief. Yeah, Magic Missile's a good spell. I guess they're gonna just fight Z. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oof. Alright, well, Z survived. Lucille.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And. Okay. I'm able to see, like, these bandits up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's nothing like giving them really cover from a shot or anything.
There are these pillars, but that's insignificant enough that I don't think it'll penalize you.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the one here on the right.
Okay.
Just in case I hit a natural 1.
What, you don't want to shoot Norman again?
I don't want to shoot Norman again, especially when he's at that low of health.
Alright.
Okay.
Ooh,
Pew pew.
that's exactly enough to drop him, too. So, bang. You put him down on the ground with a well-placed arrow.
And let me just take that arrow counter down. Oh, dang it, character sheet. Why'd you come so small?
Alright, Tanuki, death save, I guess.
Oh, no, Tanuki, don't die.
Aelin.
She's gonna move up. as a bonus, I can't see the mage from here, right? Because it's up high.
Yeah, she's probably mostly, if not completely, obscured by the big ol' fucking ziggurat here.
Yeah, then she's just gonna Hunter's Mark the Outlaw and shoot at him.
Okay, so wait, who are you shooting? The bandit here?
Yep.
Okay. Well, once again, that's enough to drop him. Thump. He collapses in a pool of blood. Norman. Norman. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's just gonna double move on up here. And crawl into the nest and start, like, pulling off his cloak and opening up his breeches. Sif. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you have any ranged weapons, Sif? Yes. Let's shoot the mage. Pew.
Why would you shoot the mage?
Because disadvantage on the Songstress and also cover from the nest, and also she's pregnant, and I don't think Sif would do that.
Figure.
Yeah, it's against honor to kind of hit a pregnant woman, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely not a... That is neither a lawful nor good action. So yeah, Sif will advance up a ways. Almost dropped the mage, but not quite. Outlaws are both on their backs, except not so much
God
in one
damn it.
particular case.
Sav&D, you gotta stop doing this. That's 3 times in one session.
It's not my record. Wait, no, you're still down. You just have a green marker. Z, you're back. You almost died.
Oh,
Huh?
how?
You
Harpy
got
thieves.
magic missiled, and then the harpies fought you.
Well, that's just bad manners.
Mhm.
Alright. So, Puka, death save. If you roll a natural 1, you die, so if anyone has inspiration.
Nope. I sure do not.
I gave mine away.
Alright, good luck, little kobold. Oh,
Well, it's not a 1 though, so
Can I like death hold my action till after Z?
no, you cannot.
Oh.
no. Death saves happen on your turn, my friend.
Alright. Speaking of which, Z.
Hey, look. This is my cupboard.
It shot our mother! It has to suffer for that. We did nothing to you.
Well, she has. I have. Where?
I mean, we did kind of roll up in their house and just start shooting people.
And I'm just gonna fucking grab the back of his head.
Alright. How much HP? Oh, cure wounds. Nice. Alright, Puka, you have 8 hit points. Anything else on your turn?
What are you doing with all of these people? Like, are they just giving your mother babies or what?
The harpies don't seem interested in fucking explaining themselves, given the circumstance, so they just continue to menace you with their swords and claws.
And yes, I will use
Smart.
my potion.
Alright. So while you're doing that, the Songstress will take Norman's cheeks in her hand and whisper in Sylvan, "Defend me." And she uses her dominating gaze upon him. Norman now has the big charm. Mage. Is going to shoot Sif a bunch, because now she's a big threat. Oof. Alright, Sif gets blasted with a magical piss. And the harpies. They will brandish their weapons at you and say, "Surrender! We don't want to kill you, but you threaten Mother. We will have no choice."
What do you want?
We want Mother to be safe.
And what does she want?
That is for Mother to know. What does it matter to you? Why do you come here, attacking us? You are a woman, not a stud. We do not need you. You are no threat to you.
There's a relic.
They blink at you.
What? Remind me, Saven.
It was
what
a magic
was-
chalice.
A chalice. Something discovered in the temple or in the lake.
Then go and find it elsewhere. It is not here.
I'm going to try to do like as much of a disbelieving arms crossed as I can do while still having the shield up and just squint out.
Okay, if you want to roll insight. As far as you can tell, they are telling the truth as they know it. But yeah, they are both going to ready actions because they really just want you to leave. Lucille.
All right. We're gonna save these people from being harpy breeding studs. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see here. Am I able to... Do I have a good enough... I probably don't have a good enough look to hit the songstress with like a bow, do I?
You could. She will have cover, and you'll also have disadvantage.
So if I did it from here, that's pretty much a straight shot.
No, I mean, she's got the cover from the nest, and she's also prone, so...
Oh.
Like, the angle doesn't matter.
Oh,
She's still going
right.
to have a hard time hitting her.
Okay, I see what you mean. I still have 2 more spaces of movement. 1, 2. And let's try and take down the mage, actually.
Okay.
That seems like a good idea if they can't magic missile. So, boop. 13?
Yep, that'll hit. Let me see. Alright, and you don't accidentally kill her either. She just drops unconscious.
Good. Good, good, good. Hmm. Let me just count. Action turns doesn't give you additional movement, does it?
Correct.
It
Okay.
just gives you an extra action.
All right then. I will stay right here then. I don't really have anything I can really do with my bonus action.
Okay. The Tanuki fails another death save. Aelin.
She is going to shoot this fool who's there to stand up again.
Okay, sounds good. Zoop. Alright, he drops and goes rolling down the stairs.
Then she moves up to here, and then as her bonus action, she will cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And that's her turn.
Okay. Norman. Fuck you people. He's gonna come at you. And whap. Does a 15 hit you, Aelin?
Nope. 16 is my AC.
Alright, so he swings his axe in and misses. Alright, Sif. I guess she's gonna try and knock Norman unconscious. So non-lethal strikes. Nope. Outlaws, death saves. I was really expecting some more 20s, I'm gonna be honest. Puka, you're conscious. There are harpies threatening you.
Dodge action.
Okay,
Dodge.
anything else?
And
You're a level 2 rogue, right? You can
Level
I'm a
one.
level
dodge
1
some-
rogue.
Oh.
And if Z is capable of carrying me away from here, I will not object. Because I don't think I can get down off the roof without taking damage.
I mean, it'll be difficult, but you can do it. You'll just have to climb down.
With the harpy standing there.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you move, the harpies will just stop at you.
Yeah.
I mean, alternatively, pack tackets attack the harpies.
Can I dodge and do that?
Oh, you're dodging? Never mind then.
Yes.
Alright. Z.
So, Puka is just dodging,
Mm-hmm.
and like, so she's gotten, like, she's standing up. Yeah.
That's a good question. Puka, did you want to stand up?
Yes.
Okay.
Or as close as I can get to standing in the hole in the roof.
Okay, so that's not triggered the harpies. Stabity.
Correct.
Okay. Like, look, maybe we came to the wrong place. Maybe it was it's been kind of a misunderstanding and a fuck up on everyone's part. It
We still need our people back.
gonna glance down. I kind of think we're winning. But if you, but so we're not gonna surrender. But
Just leave.
Look, if you can get your mum to let our people leave, and we can talk about this whole chalice thing and what you know about it or what you don't know about it, and where we can go look, then that's fine, right?
Make a persuade test.
Right. And I've not attacked them. I've only fluttered up, done Healy stuff. Can I possibly have advantage?
You can make the test, because, if in Puka's case, they'd probably just be CDGing her.
Fair.
Alright, they do not seem convinced. So, they leave you the ultimatum. Leave, or they will attack.
Oh. I am going to blow a raspberry at them, flutter down to block them from getting back into the fight, and dodge.
Okay, well, their rated actions are going to go off.
And take Puka with you?
She's not really going anywhere.
Oh.
So, bop, 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 bop. Well, disadvantage saves you from a couple of hits. Turns them into critical misses, so the harpies just kind of thump into each other and fall down. They are both prone. The Songstress. Let's see. I think she's gonna dodge at this point. Yeah. Mage, make it a save. These guys are not doing so hot. Harpy Thieves. Let's see. Puka, you have a bow out, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool, they're gonna just fly past you guys. And go down here.
There was nowhere I could just get in their way.
I mean, the same number of holes in the roof that let you guys kind of move wherever you wanted also let them kind of move wherever they want.
Dependent on how big the holes are,
They'll make their own holes if they have to.
Fair. Was kind of hoping it would be at least they would need to do a double move to get back into the fight.
Well, let's see if they do. No, they have just enough speed to not have to. At least that one does. Let's see if this one... No, okay, so the one who's up near Sif and Norman does actually need to double move, but the one next to Lucille does not. And she's going to give you a butt stomp. So, Lucille, make a dex saving throw, please. As she tries to land on you ass first.
I will do so.
Alright. So yeah, the harpy tries to land on you, but instead you duck out of the way, and she splats onto the ground. Ow!
Also, actually, they were prone from
They were. They do have a lot of fly movement.
Okay.
Have well more than you do. So
Flappy cunts.
they are very flappy cunts, yes. All right, Lucille. There's a
Okay.
prone harpy next to you. He's screeching
All
and flapping around.
right. Well, I'm gonna swap out from my bow to my scimitars. Well, scimitar, since I can only interact with one weapon per turn. And I guess I'll make an attack first up. Actually,
All right,
hold on.
you'll have advantage because she's prone.
Yeah. Let me just look here. We're doing okay on HP. How do you like inflict wounds?
I mean, she probably doesn't. That will
Yeah.
very likely kill her.
I mean, not to sound bad, but these are harpies, and harpies kind of have a bad reputation, don't they?
I mean, depends.
They would mate with goblins, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, but when they did, it came out harpy.
Yeah. In fact, the more harpies breed with goblins, the less goblins there are.
Okay.
Thinky black man, you.
See, now you got me.
They're still breeding with goblins.
They're still bringing with goblins.
But they're
But-
eugenicizing them out of existence.
This is very true. So it's just going to be the scimitar then.
Oh, gee. Well, see, yeah, she absolutely would have died. Because, like, let me just, for 32 damage, you could have done, just execute her.
Yeah, could have. Instead, I only did 7.
Yeah, so, yeah, she screams and grabs at her slashed arm and rolls around.
And then I'm gonna move over to here, and it's a medicine check to stabilize someone, isn't it?
It is, but it's also an action.
Yes, but I'm thinking I might use my action surge
Oh,
to make sure,
okay.
like, I'm thinking about it.
Then, yeah, you can
Yeah.
definitely do it. It's a DC 10 medicine check.
That would be a straight roll for me since I don't have any.
If you happen to have a
50-50.
if you happen to have a healer's kit on you, you can just use it to do it automatically.
I sure don't.
Nope.
And if I gave her a potion, I'd have to heal her hit points and then she'd get back in the fight.
Correct.
But I also don't want to let innocent people die.
Yeah, unlike those bandits who attacked you, these guys are just charmed by the harpy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's use up my action surge and try and stabilize.
Okay.
Maybe I have any inspiration for saving people?
Yeah, I'm just about to give you one, so if you want to use it at this point, you're welcome to.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh,
Oh no,
Oh,
the biggest advantage.
I tried hard.
Well, let's see if it's enough. Oh no, it's not.
Can she have advantage for me trying to help?
No, that would have been you spending your inspiration for her. So yeah, no, you've got your hands around her trying to staunch the wound from the arrow in her throat, but it's just not enough, and she expires.
I
Aelin.
tried really hard.
Alan's gonna move next to the Songstress.
Okay.
And take 2 opportunities. Oh wait, no, you have Zephyr Strike.
Yeah, Zephyr Strike is up. And then she's gonna swap out her weapon to her rapier and give her a little bit of stab.
Okay, you'll have disadvantage on the attack.
But advantage because she's prone.
Yeah, suppose so, actually.
But first, as her bonus action, she is going to move her Hunter's Mark onto her, so...
Okay. Oh boy. Yeah.
Non-lethal, of course.
Okay, that's an important distinction. Okay, she goes unconscious. The harpies scream in horror. No, Mom, no!
She's fine. We just had to shut her up.
So the harpies will look around panicking and say, "Please, please, don't kill her! Don't kill Mother!" And yeah, if you're willing to stop fighting them, they seem to want to not fight anymore all of a sudden.
Girls, like I said, we
Puka's willing
don't
to stop.
want to kill her. We just want to talk about, like, the cup.
You shot her!
Just-
Why would we have believed you?
I didn't shoot her.
They flail their little wingies at Puka. But also, yeah, we should
It's
probably
the people.
need to. We are still in initiative, unfortunately, because Norman is dominated. Wow. All right, this guy just dies. No, I will give him a failed death save though.
Dang.
Norman is still dominated, unfortunately. So he's gonna come over here and try and beat the shit out of you. He's just staggering towards you with a big fucking hard-on sticking out of his pants and swings his axe at you. Phew.
Nope.
Just carries on right past you and flops over. Sif is gonna try and help somebody, I guess. Let's go for the cute mage. No.
Jeez.
Outlaw. Okay. I mean, they don't die.
One of them's almost better.
Puka. I don't think
How
you
much
can really get down there.
move? How much move does it take to get down?
So it's 30 feet up, so it'd be 60 feet of move. So you could double move to get down to the floor.
Okay.
Okay, so you do that. Z.
Norman's being fighty, so guess I'll just. Actually, with like the height, I would have double move to get in to melee. So
It's better to just take care of the outlaw.
yeah, but the thing is,
You could go get this guy. Or the mage.
or
Speaking of that guy, shouldn't he have 2 wins?
Oh yeah, I must have typoed. Derp. There you go.
yeah, I'll flutter down to the mage. And yeah, I'll just like straddle over her, rapier blade against her neck, and give her 1 HP.
Alright.
Hey! Please sit still. We don't need to hurt you.
Alright. She struggles limply in your arms. Mistress, mistress. Oh. You can see a big tent forming in her skirts. Harpy thieves. They're both going to try and stabilize people. Both succeed. Alright, we're on initiative. Because you guys can definitely subdue Norman as he's flailing around at you.
This is just like Norman when he's drunk.
Yeah, you have absolute experience with this shit.
Come on, Norman. Just go back to the middle.
Alright, so yeah, Norman will, once he's disarmed, can be dragged over here. and sat down with the other dominated people. And yeah, the Tanuki girl is heavy and cooling in your arms. Oh my. So yeah, I think that's probably a good enough place to call it for the evening. You guys will get to interrogate the harpies and explore the temple next time. So, let me pull out the old XP charts. Puka and Aelin, you guys will both get 1 bonus XP for having missed a session. So, write that down first off. Now, did you explore a new and interesting location for the first time? Yes. Did you
Wait,
discover...
when did Aelin miss?
Hmm?
When did Aelin miss?
She was... Oh, she missed session 1 because she was a replacement character.
Oh.
So yeah, Aelin should be all caught up with everyone now, so you're good. Did you discover a new chapter in the story of the Silverleaf Forest?
Yes.
Such as?
That the actual darkness is the Oni village?
Well, that's part of the darkness, I'd say. That's just learning more about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you complete or significantly advance the quest for the Chalice of Overflowing Magic? Yes, you have arrived at the temple and secured it. Did you acquire a permanent magic item? No. Did you defeat a legendary foe or a direct threat to a friendly settlement? Yes, the harpies have been kidnapping people, as harpies do. So, that is 4 experience for everybody.
Ooh,
So-
15.
Mm,
Oh
out
boy.
of 25,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
Correctamundo.
11.
Alrighty then. Thank you guys for playing. I hope you had some fun despite your setbacks. And if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you not tomorrow, because Ass is canceled, but on Sunday for Borks, theoretically. See you then.